America's #1 professional wrestling rant show. I'm your host, Angelo Demetrius, and this week in professional wrestling is your week in professional wrestling, because right here on wrestlerant HD, we are going to answer questions that you asked. And by the way, before we continue on this week with wrestlerant HD, I would like to say to World Wrestling Entertainment, way to go in choosing the name for The Miz and R-Truth, the Awesome Truth. Have no idea where you could have got that name from. Not like you watch WrestleRant or anything. Anyway, wrestlerant HD is going to be the greatest that it's ever been this week. Hey, I say it every week because it is every week. Now let's talk about something. Let's talk about what happened on Friday Night SmackDown. Let's talk about the fact that Ted DiBiase is taking a face turn, a late face turn, but it could be a good face turn. You see, Ted DiBiase has finally done it. He's finally broken away from the Legacy Pact. He's finally gotten away from Cody Rhodes. Now, I believe they're setting Ted DiBiase up to become the Intercontinental Champion at the Night of Champions. Ted DiBiase has been waiting for this role for a long time. Hopefully he does better at this than he did in that movie. I don't want to bring anything bad up, but the Marine 2, as the Miz would say, really? Really? Anyway, Ted DiBiase has a lot of opportunity to advance in World Wrestling Entertainment. If he's ever going to become more than just the Intercontinental Champion, he's going to have to find his character depth. Ted, you are a great professional wrestler. I know, I watched you. But Ted, you're going to have to find your character depth. You're going to have to find that thing that makes you the most unique in professional wrestling. I believe you can do it. Alright, this is WrestleRant, and we rant about professional wrestling here. Anything that bugs us on WrestleRant, we the fans rant about it. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, let's talk about something. Mark Henry and Randy Orton on the cutting edge. Alright, past all the glitz and the hype and all of the lines being spoken towards one another, I want to go a little bit deeper into World Wrestling Entertainment. WWE, I want to get under your skin. I want to be that thing crawling under your skin on this subject that just won't let go until you do something to make it change. I've been watching World Wrestling Entertainment since I was a little boy. And since I was a little boy, in professional wrestling, I've only seen two African American champions, okay? If you want to count The Rock, I'll go ahead and get past the fact that he's Samoan. And yes, we'll say, since his father was African American, we'll go ahead and say 3. That's a shame, WWE. With all the great African American athletes of professional wrestling that you've had in your organization, there should have been more than 3. So many opportunities. And by the way, when you give an African American the World Heavyweight Championship, or even the WWE Championship, you don't have to give them a sorry, pathetic story. Give them just as good a story as you would a Caucasian champion. I love all WWE superstars. I think they're fantastic. But as an African American, when it comes to African American superstars, I think we need to have seen more than 3 African American champions. All I'm saying is this: give Mark Henry and future African American WWE superstars a better chance, WWE, in your company. We, as African American professional wrestling fans, want to see more African American champions in your company. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Now, let's back this thing up a minute. That doesn't mean just because you're African American, you can get the belt. Hey, you can't suck. Look, if you suck, you don't need to have a belt around your waist. If you stink, what you need to have is a sedative to be put down so somebody better than you can be put on. But Mark Henry, so is not the case with you. You, sir, are absolute, pure, 100% entertainment. And Mark Henry, I wish you the best of luck at Night of Champions. And I hope the WWE does the right thing by you. Alright. Who noticed that there were two Sin Caras in the ring? Let's talk about that just a minute. Sin Cara is back. No, not Hunico. He's there too. But Mystico is back. Yours truly, last week on wrestlerant HD, reported that Mystico was officially gone for World Wrestling Entertainment. Hey, anybody can be wrong. You ever watch Rocky? In the words of the fictional character Rocky, "Cool, God ain't wrong, and I ain't God." Okay, I'm Angelo Demetrius, so I can't be wrong. But with Mystico and Hunico both in the WWE, this poses an interesting story. Remember when there were two Undertakers? How great was that? Right? Right? Right. So the story between Hunico and Mystico, I'm sorry, Sin Cara and Sin Cara, should be great. I look forward to seeing these two high flyers mix it up in the ring, El Lucha Libre style. Fans, you are watching America's #1 professional wrestling rant show, wrestlerant HD. Don't you go anywhere. What a show. I wonder if WWE really is going to bring ice cream bars back. Sweet, delicious ice cream bars. Yeah, well. Ice cream bars.
I want my face on these turnbuckles. I want cups, posters, spoons, knives, forks, shoes, socks. I want everything with my face on it. Number one thing being, I want you to bring back the WWE ice cream bars.
WWE ice cream bars. I had one. Cool. I don't too much, but I know love. Welcome back to wrestlerant HD. You are watching America's #1 professional wrestling rant show. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you that I am extremely proud to be a part of this edition of wrestlerant HD. I gave you, the fans, a chance to interact, and you did. Right now, I'd like to take the opportunity to touch on a subject that one of the viewers wrote in to my email for me to talk about. Now, Kuyamak wanted to talk about Triple H. What if Triple H were to lose to CM Punk at the Night of Champions? Would he in fact and indeed be jobless? Well, let's put that together, shall we? Let's see. Married to the boss's daughter. Check. Been with the company now for more than 10 years. Check. Married to the boss's daughter. The answer on that, Kuya, is gonna be no. Reason being is once you marry into the family and into the money, you usually don't disappear. Your character might, but even if you're still behind the scenes working, you'll still have a job. Triple H, thus, will never, ever, ever be jobless as long as he lays in bed with the McMahon. Hey, the truth hurts, but there it is. Now, our next topic comes from another viewer who calls themselves Lump and Plump. Lump and Plump, this one's for you. You want to know if the animosity between Triple H and CM Punk was real. Well, Lump and Plump, here's how it works. You see, Vince McMahon loves to take real-life situations and profit on them. Yes, it's part real, part story. You see, CM Punk really has been held back in the company, and whether it is really by Triple H or his father-in-law, Vince McMahon, you see, it's very true that Vince and his son-in-law, Triple H, don't really care for CM Punk that much. But while all of that is true, they still see the opportunity to seize the moment, and your money, by the way, to be able to create a story that's profitable to put your butt in the bucket. And how do they do that? Well, might I suggest an interesting read, Eric Bischoff's Controversy Creates Cash, because that's exactly what you have here. You see, by allowing CM Punk to run roughshod or perhaps take the lid off of his character, Vince McMahon is actually making cash from CM Punk being himself, saying what's on his mind, and confronting his son-in-law, Triple H. Now, whether the physicalities will be real between these two in the ring come this Sunday at Night of Champions, I don't know. But I do know this. Most of the animosity that you're seeing is real. Some of it is story. But remember this. If you're entertained by them not liking each other in some way or another, WWE sees that, loves that, and seizes that moment just so you, the fan, will tune in. Now, we talked about Night of Champions, which really, if you think about it, is a night of chances. A lot of people are going to get opportunities. Mark Henry, Ted DiBiase, some great people are going to get some great chances. Alberto Del Rio is going to prove whether or not he is pay-per-view caliber as a champion. And John Cena perhaps is going to get a chance he shouldn't have. I mean, why does he need a title? I don't think he does. I think he needs to stay in the background for a while and disappear. At least until the Survivor Series when him and Rock have that tag team match. Oops, did I say that? Ooh, maybe we'll have to edit that out later. Not! Listen, WWE has done a great job with John Cena thus far. The fact that he lost the title and could perhaps get it back on the way to WrestleMania is a lot more believable than him holding on to it the whole way. I've said that before in the past on other shows. The fact that him and The Rock are eventually going to tag together in a match, well, that's happened before. Every time two opponents face each other at a WrestleMania, they usually end up tagging before that WrestleMania gets there. We'll see exactly what happens once we get to the Survivor Series. But this Sunday will be the Night of Champions. Fans, we are the greatest fans in the world. We are the professional wrestling fans. When you watch wrestlerant HD, the professional wrestling fan is serviced. And we aim to please you here at wrestlerant HD. So whether it's a controversial topic or a silly topic, we here at wrestlerant HD want to keep you informed and entertained each and every week. For Angelo Demetrius, I'm saying watch Night of Champions. You will be pleased, I guarantee, because the stories, they're hot. You can catch us each week here on YouTube or at clickwrestle.com for this edition of wrestlerant HD. I'm Angelo Demetrius saying, go get your WWE ice cream bars and good. Bye, everybody.